Hey everybody, CleverDingbat coming back to you today with another Genshin Impact video, and today we have the version 1.5 live stream. It's a special program. We're going to live react to it here, give our thoughts about it, see what 1.5 has in store for us. So it's going to be fun. Let's get into it.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Once upon a time, two twins traveled together throughout the universe. But one day, their path was blocked, and
Dude,
they
we
were
got
separated
Zhongli
by
today!
an unknown god.
Ether! Lumine!
And now, the two of them are finally reunited in the Genshin Impact version 1.5 special program!
Oh my god, this is a real voice.
Welcome, everybody. I'm Zach Aguilar, and I voice the male traveler Ether in Genshin Impact.
Hey everyone, I'm Sarah Miller-Cruz, and I voice the female traveler, Lumine.
It's so great that we're together for this program, especially since our characters finally had a chance to meet in version 1.4.
I know, tell me about it. I'm so glad that they invited me to the show.
Look at that
I've always
image,
been
it looks
super
so good.
curious about what it's like to do a special program. It always looked like you and Karina were having so much fun in the previous ones.
Hey, that's what the special program's all about. And today certainly won't be an exception, as we are joined by Keith Silverstein.
Dun, dun, dun.
Ooh, I like the trumpet there. Very nice. Hi, everybody. My name's Keith Silverstein, and I voice Zhongli, consultant for the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor in Genshin Impact.
Yes, Mr. Zhongli himself, who,
Dude, his
spoiler
voice
alert,
is so good.
really Morax. That's right, the Geo Archon, widely respected as Rex Lapis, the god of contracts himself.
Story over.
Talk about a list of titles.
Male and
that is
female
exactly
traveler at
why
the table.
I leave the introductions to you, Zach.
Honestly, it's so hard to express how much we love your performance in the game, Keith. And by we, I obviously mean myself and a lot of other players.
Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you.
It is really an honor to play a role that's loved by so many, myself included, of course. And come on, how exciting is this? I'm so excited that I'm doing a version preview with you guys. This is going to be great.
Yeah, so why don't we take a
I
quick
want that
moment to
man's
thank our
voice.
viewers for joining us today and for their amazing support of Genshin Impact.
Thank you so much, everyone.
It's too
Yes,
good.
Big thank you to the entire Genshin Impact community. Thanks for your love and support.
So, Keith, what do you think of Genshin Impact so far?
Well,
It's just
we
a
all
one
know
way of
it's
making
an
players want to
amazing
invest
game.
as long for sure,
Right off
man.
the bat, it's beautiful. You know, the graphics, the character design, everything. But the thing that really has blown me away has really been just the fan base. Just that this game is so popular worldwide, and I mean, it's such an honor to be a part of something like that.
Totally agree. I've loved interacting with the fan base myself, and currently I'm still on the grind. I just love the gameplay, the graphics are absolutely beautiful, and I also love playing the game on my phone whenever I can't get to my PC.
Okay, so here's a question, Zach. What have you enjoyed the most in version 1.4 so far?
Ooh, you know, it's so tough because I love all the mini games, but I think my favorite one is Ballads of Breeze. And I just love getting out
Google's
my
how to
lyre,
marry
too,
someone's
as I
voice.
travel around to that and play
Geo.
the random little songs.
That's too funny.
That sounds pretty cool.
Sharing my musical genius.
Well, let's not go too far there, Zach. I mean, I'm sure you're good and all, but genius?
Yeah, I'm sure you're great.
You turn this up just a little bit.
Anyways, I believe many of our viewers are waiting to hear more about what's in store for version 1.5. So why don't we start things off with a quick overview?
Sounds great.
Take it away, Zach.
You
There
got
we
it.
go.
In version 1.5, we'll have some brand new characters, several cool new monsters, and various special events. We'll also have an all-new feature to explore. And as always, there will be some optimizations and adjustments to our overall gaming experience.
There better be.
Wow, very nice.
Aside from all the new content, Genshin Impact is also having its native release for PlayStation 5 on April 28th, the same day version 1.5 comes online, so that's definitely exciting.
Totally. It's great news for our PlayStation 5 players out there.
Yeah, we'll get a first glimpse of version 1.5 from the trailer. But before we get to that, I'd like to remind our viewers that we'll be giving away redemption codes throughout the stream.
In terms of
More
Primogems,
codes!
we have Primogems.
Yeah, and just remember that they might appear at any time during the show. So
When are we going to get the Archon of Primogems?
Okay, now let's take a first look at the
That's
official
my
trailer
question.
for Genshin Impact version 1.5.
I want that
Meet
Archon.
The light of Jadeite.
Here comes the trailer.
If it is fated, we will meet again.
It must have been about 4 or 5 days ago. There were a few men who came through here carrying baskets and picks. I guess that could have been them. And there was a child staggering in front of them.
This is I
always knew that little girl was messed up.
Forged of elemental crystal. The enraged earth will not absolve you.
Dude, this looks so cool. It really does.
You stand upon your tomb.
Like, I cannot wait to
There's a
play
fine
that.
line between good and evil.
This is order.
It was humanity that attacked the ley lines that sustained me. So here lies the wisdom of the gods. To dust.
Chunky boy? Yeah, he's definitely a chunky boy.
Wait a minute. Does this count as martial arts? Ready for trial. Incinerate!
4-star
Breath of
fire
the flame.
catalyst user. Super cool.
Inadmissible evidence! Well, I guess I've mastered
Finally
both
getting
the
that
pen
fire
and
mage
the
class.
sword. People tell me that if I just spoke more softly, others may find it easier to
Budget
forgive me.
Klee, yeah.
But the only reason they think that way is
She
because
looks
they've
cool,
never been
man.
branded a pariah before.
Eula.
I condemn you! Freeze to the core!
I hope that sword is either physical or crit rate. Physical damage or crit rate.
Vengeance will be mine!
But at the same time, I hope it's not, because my wallet cannot take it.
This Serenity Pot is all yours now.
And the housing system. Let's go. It will be both, says Skeletor.
Oh, you needn't worry about that. I've already arranged for a certain little helper to await you within this teapot. She will
Bruh, I
explain
just gave you money.
everything you need to
Geo.
know about it.
Yeah, but the weapon banner is so shitty. Because you may not get what you want at all. Yeah, the weapon banner is definitely the ultimate gamble. Sim City Genshin. Yes. But man, I'm excited about that. That looks fun. I wonder if they'll let us make our own little farm so we can actually, like, you know, farm food that we can use to then buy things. Or not buy things, but, you know, make things. Make food and whatnot. It's definitely going to be a resource farm. We can add pets, buildings. This looks like, I don't know what this is. This is, this looks like a new Abyss. Misty Dungeon. It's called a Battlefront though. Maybe that's a new new way to test our abilities and our skills. Mimi Tomo looks like a new event. Overflowing mastery. I don't know what that is. Hangout Series 2 with Diona. And the new artifact sets look awesome.
Wow, there was a lot going on in that trailer. It looks like Zhongli is gonna have a new storyline here with a super tough-looking dragon to fight. So be careful out there, Zach.
Hey, I've leveled up a lot since the last version. This dragon's
Looks
got
more like a
nothing on me.
dragon turtle.
Sure, Zach. You really expect us to believe that?
Personally, I'm excited for these new characters. They look super cool.
Yeah, and that sounds like a solid place to start, so why don't I begin by introducing the new characters first?
Sounds good to me.
Sounds great to me. Let's go. Hello, Eula. She's a Claymore user, so I already like her. And she's cryo, so that's another one of my favorite elements. Her abilities look cool, man. Is that her ultimate?
You want to learn some Favonia's blade work? All right then, I'll teach you. Oh yes, I'll teach you all right. Mark my words.
Introducing our new playable character, Eula, captain of the Knights of Favonius Reconnaissance Company. She carries a cryovision and elegantly wields her frosty claymore.
Yeah, the way she handles her weapon is truly amazing. Like, she even did a cartwheel with her sword. No wonder she's called the Spindrift Knight.
Yeah, her combat style
The
really stands out.
Spindrift Knight.
Forget fighting. Her style is more like dancing or gymnastics.
Seriously, she doesn't move like other
Cool
Claymore
animations,
wielders at
man.
all. Her motions are way lighter and more fluid.
Perhaps that's a result of the training passed down through her aristocratic bloodline.
Oh, she's a descendant of the family that was once overthrown by the Knights of Favonius, right?
Mm-hmm, that is correct.
Oh, those
I'm
guys.
sensing a complex backstory here. Now the question comes, why would she be serving in the Knights of Favonius?
I don't know. For revenge? Maybe. I don't know.
Well, yes and no. Although Eula often talks about taking revenge on others, she doesn't seem to mean it for real. As strange as it sounds, it's just her own way of expressing care for other people. Let's have a look at her skills, shall we?
Yes, please.
With her elemental skill, Ice Tide Vortex, Eula slashes
A little bit, yeah.
dealing cryo damage.
Does remind me of Chongyun a little
her
bit.
elemental skill has different effects depending on whether you tap or hold the skill button.
Ooh, interesting. Tell us more.
Yeah.
When tapping the elemental skill, Eula gains a stack of Grimheart by hitting an opponent. Grimheart increases Eula's defense and resistance to interruption.
Oh,
Sounds cool for a Claymore wielder.
Dude, that's
what will
awesome.
happen if we hold her elemental skill then?
I was hoping you would ask that. When the skill is held, Eula consumes the stacks of Grimheart, and surrounding opponents will have their physical resistance and cryo resistance decreased. Now, each stack of Grimheart consumed will be converted into an Ice World brand that deals cryo damage to nearby opponents.
Ooh, I'm loving her Grimheart mechanic already.
Yeah,
Okay.
me too.
Eula's Elemental Burst, Glacial Illumination, deals cryo damage to nearby opponents and creates a Lightfall sword that follows her around for a certain duration. When her own normal attacks, Elemental Skill and Elemental Burst deal damage to opponents, they will charge the Lightfall sword until it explodes violently once its duration ends.
An explosive icy sword.
It's like an icy doom of
That
Damocles.
seems almost like a contradiction. I mean, ice that explodes? It's like mixing opposites.
Right? But it's somehow fitting for her character, you know? A noble heir who joins the family's arch-enemy, who moves elegantly but causes violent explosions, who manipulates cryo element but is called the Spindrift Knight. She's full of contradictions.
Nice, Sarah. That's pretty deep.
Thanks.
Good
Hey, why
call,
don't we take a look at
Gio.
our next
Sorry.
new playable character in version 1.5?
Sounds good.
Yep. No worries. Just got to remember, turn it back on. Her animations remind me of Klee.
Need a cure for insomnia? Let me read you the history of the development of Liyue's legal system. None of my friends have ever
that'll do
lasted
it.
longer than 20 minutes.
The other new playable character in version 1.5 is Yenfei, a legal advisor active in Liyue Harbor. She's a catalyst wielder and holds a pyrovision. Interestingly enough, she happens to be part illuminated beast.
Oh, just like Ganyu.
Oh.
So are those two sticks on her head her version of horns, or are they more like antlers?
Wait, I thought those were her pigtails, no?
No, Zach, not at all.
Oh.
No, those are the symbol of her illuminated beast heritage.
Okay, so question. Would that mean she knows Rex Lapis then? Or would she be bound by a contract with Morax in some way?
You mean like as a legal advisor for the god of contracts?
That would be quite the big title, but
She's holding
yeah,
a dragon
like that.
staff there.
Even Morax doesn't have command of all the illuminated beasts.
Like, you see this back here?
Yenfei is one of the few
Like,
that
right
didn't
here?
sign a contract with him.
Oh, why is that?
Interesting.
She was born in a peaceful era. Therefore, there was no need for her to fight in any cruel wars like her predecessors. Interestingly, as a free illuminated beast, she's put herself in a profession where her job is to interpret laws and help others deal with conflicts and disputes.
Okay, so her work is all related to contracts, right? Because I know I saw some sort of gigantic pyro
She's a
stamp
lawyer.
slamming down when she attacks. You know, like the kind of thing you'd see used to stamp a contract?
Mm-hmm. You are correct. Both her normal
Or a
attack,
paralegal.
her elemental skill signed edict, and her elemental burst done deal grant her scarlet seals, which decrease Yenfei's stamina consumption. But these scarlet seals are not the big seal you saw.
Oh, so the scarlet seals must have been all those little red markings floating around her.
That's right. When she uses her charged attack,
The
Yenfei
staff is
consumes
to
all
bonk
scarlet
people
seals,
with.
which in turn increase her charged attack's area
Oh,
of
man.
effect and damage.
Oh, so that's what I saw.
She's
Sure
cool.
was. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention is that Eula and Yenfei have some special connections to one another.
What would a night in Mondstadt have to do with a legal advisor in Liyue Harbor?
Sounds like a mystery.
Yes, indeed. One which the travelers will get to discover on their own.
Leave it to me.
Dun, dun,
Rude.
dun.
Leave it to us.
Oh, yeah, right. Us.
Right.
Oh, you two. And that's all the
Oh,
latest
that's
we
true.
have
She
on
might
the new
use the staff
characters.
during her ult.
Wait a minute. Didn't you forget something?
I don't think so. You know, I have a pretty good memory, Zach.
Zach was gonna ask where we'll get to pull these adorable new characters from, right?
Yeah.
Oh, we'll
Oh,
get to
here we
that all in
go.
good time.
Banner
But
news.
now seems to be a good time for us to give away our first redemption code.
Oh, redemption
now?
code, guys. Get ready.
Like I said, you never know when they'll appear.
Precisely. The first code will be unearthed in 3, 2, 1.
Okay, guys, there's the first code. Make sure you get it jotted down. I'm going to open Genshin on my phone so I can enter in my code. Oh, thanks for sharing that out in chat there, Josie. Much appreciated. Do, 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 do. Oh, there's a Zhongli
It
fan-made
seems only
art
fitting to
contest
collect some
coming soon.
rewards before we talk about event wishes in version 1.5.
Yeah.
All right. I know you guys are anxious to hear more. In version 1.5, the two 5-star characters Zhongli and Eula will appear successively in their own separate event wishes.
Many of the players have been waiting for Zhongli's return, and it's finally happening!
The players have been waiting. I've been waiting. Okay, to elaborate,
C1,
will be featured in Zhongli's
C2
event
Zhongli,
Wish,
here
Gentry
we
of
come.
Hermitage. The exact dates and durations for the event wishes will be officially announced later. Aside from the new characters, a new 5-star weapon and 2 sets of new artifacts will also be released in version 1.5.
Ooh, very cool.
Song
That
of
new Claymore
Broken
looks pretty ornate.
Pines.
It sort of reminds me of the 5-star bow Elegy for the End from version 1.4.
Oh, good observation. Now, this new 5-star claymore is called Song of Broken Pines, and it has a physical damage bonus.
It has quite a poetic name, too.
Physical damage claymore.
Elegy for the End.
Perhaps.
Oh
and
my
there
god.
may even be a hidden story behind them.
Ooh, I already feel a story coming! You know, whenever Keith even mentions the word story, I just want to break out the popcorn.
I know exactly what you mean. Let me guess, it's a very epic and long story.
Ah, yes, a very long story.
You guys really have big imaginations, you know that? Look, aside from the weapons, there will be 2 sets of new artifacts for players to collect. Tenacity of the Millilith and Pale Flame.
Ooh, awesome. Where can we get them?
If past updates are any indication, my bet would be that they'll be in a new domain.
My wallet
And
already
that is
hurts.
correct. The new domain, Ridgewatch, will be available to travelers after the version update. Now, it's located in the mountainous area that connects Mondstadt and Liyue.
Finally, we're getting a teleport waypoint there. That's always been one of the harder areas for players to reach.
Yeah, I bet a lot of people have used their portable waypoints to
We
get
may
there.
give it a
Now
shot.
we can save those for some other places.
Now, in addition to the new gear, some new storylines will be released too. After the version 1.5 update, Diona's Hangout event and Act 2 of Noelle's Hangout event will be available for players to enjoy.
Act 2 with Noelle? That
Oh,
is so
nice.
sweet. I really love the Hangout memory illustrations with Noelle.
Okay, but that's not the only Act 2 we're getting in version 1.5.
Ooh.
Act 2 of Zhongli's story quest will be released in the update as well, followed by
Oh,
Eula's own story quest.
Wow, I already can't wait to see more of Zhongli's storyline.
nice.
Can you tell us more about what's going to happen, Keith?
Well, as you saw in the trailer, the dragon Ajdaha, who seems to have some, let's say, history with
Ajdaha?
Zhongli, will be making an appearance in Zhongli's story quest.
Sounds interesting, but who exactly is this Ajdaha?
Oh, it was mentioned in the quest about the nameless treasure. Seems like Mr. Zhongli's past is finding its way back to him.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember, and meeting those who share the memory leaves an indescribable feeling.
Sarah, look, it's him!
It is!
You guys. Okay, in a word, Ajdaha is going to play an important role in Zhongli's story quest, and the disturbance it causes will also pose a serious threat to Liyue. Furthermore, this dragon will become a weekly boss, so let's take a closer look at it in
Oh,
battle.
dude, weekly boss. Thank you. It's exactly what we want. Dude, look at him. Look at him. He looks so cool. His tail is a tree. Oh, okay, so they're carrying through that elemental thing with the Geo Bishops. Maybe he has something to do with the Geo Bishops? I mean, that would make sense.
All right, then.
I don't know. It actually looks kinda cute.
Uh-oh, Sarah wants to
Daha.
do that now.
Yeah, kind of cute, like it's going to rip off my head.
No, I mean, it's got that little cute smirk happening. I think it's kind of cute.
Oh, that's true.
Right? And it's got those branches on its tail. And remember this place? There was a girl standing under a tree mumbling about the awakening
Oh,
of some
but
most
yeah.
awe-inspiring individual. Remember?
Oh, right. Yeah, so she was talking about Ajdaha.
She was. Beneath the tree, or as it's called, the Dragon Queller, is the cavern where Ajdaha was sealed away.
This new monster reminds me of Geo Bishops.
Absolutely. They have plenty of similar traits. As a boss, Ajdaha can change its element, hence the different colors you see on its body.
It seems like when it switches its
240
elements,
res
the
in a
surroundings and
week
the domain change
for
too.
for
Looks
weekly
like there'll
bosses
be a
now.
variety of conditions for us to deal with.
We need more resin,
Are you
man.
excited, Zach?
Well, with all the lessons I've learned from fighting Geoviships, I'm confident that I can crush this Lord of Viships.
Good luck, Zach. You're the man. Okay, the next new monster we're about to meet will be a new member of the Hypostasis family, the Cryohypostasis. Let's see it in action.
Cryohypostasis! What? That'll be nice. Oh, it's like a mishmeld of a bunch of them.
Reaches low HP,
Pretty cool.
It enters a shield to protect itself and recover from the damage. In the meanwhile, it attacks its enemies.
Which means us.
Huh, but it seems like we'll never
It'll probably
be able
drop
to
what the
finish
other
off if we can't break
hypostases
the
drop,
shield.
Geo.
So how can we take
Except
its
for,
shield
like,
down?
Oh, I know
It'll
the
just be
answer to this one.
cryo-related stuff.
Travelers will need to figure it out on their own in version 1.5.
And with that, the apprentice has become the master.
Yes, you are getting the idea. And there's one other new enemy we're going to see in version 1.5.
Name is Daleth.
Perhaps you two remember the Abyss Herald we encountered in version 1.4?
Oh, you mean that gigantic blue dude that works for me?
Well, technically, he would be my gigantic blue dude if you are the Traveler.
Oh,
Wait, what?
okay, sorry.
Seriously,
I don't know
Dean
about
is
this because
bigger
I
about
haven't played through it
everything.
yet.
Yes.
Anyway, it
Spoilers.
turns out that another one of the Abyss Order's elite monsters will be making a debut in version 1.5. The Abyss Lecter. Let's take a look, shall we?
The Abyss Lecter. Now this guy, he looks dope. Evil Electro Priest. Reminds me of the Protoss from
One thing to be
StarCraft
noted
2.
is that some of the Abyss Lecter's attacks will decrease characters' elemental energy once they hit their opponents. So be sure to dodge those.
If only
It
it
does
was
look
that
like a chess
easy.
piece too,
Yeah.
like a bishop.
Okay, all right, Zach, I know you well enough. What are you thinking about over there?
Well, the Abyss Herald we met before was like an assassin, whereas this Abyss Lecter we see now seems more like a mage. The Herald could manipulate the Hydro element, while the Lecter manipulates the Electro element. Now that I think about it, what if I could put them on my team?
Well, I mean, yeah, practically speaking.
Look at the
that
cape.
would make a
Notice
very
the
good
cape,
Well, that could be what
or
the
whatever
Lost Siblings
whatever this would be called.
I'm sure the Lost Siblings
Looks
said,
very similar to
"I will have
Paimon's.
order."
Paimon is
Now
from
we
the
have
Abyss.
Abyss Order.
Well, that's everything we have for our new monsters. So next,
Confirmed.
we will get a peek of an all-new permanent
Confirmed.
feature
Paimon
called
is a member of the
Serenity
Abyss Order.
Pot, which will be available starting in version 1.5. Zach, I'll leave this part to you.
Got it. After we help the city get through its crisis, the Adepti of Liyue have taken note of our hard work. Knowing we are Outlanders who often camp out in the wilds, they decided to give us a Serenity Pot as a gift.
Camping in the wilds? Zach, we never camp.
Do we get to pick like
Yeah, we
the
just
zone or
keep
area,
adventuring through the night.
or is it our own little like
Serenity Pot. I like the name.
world in
so
a world?
Is this Serenity Pot sort of like Madame Ping's magical teapot?
Yeah, it's what's known as a realm within.
Ooh, it sounds
Mm.
exciting. That was really nice of them. I hope it wasn't too difficult to make.
Well, the Adepti of Liyue are mighty illuminated beings with great power. Creating a realm within is nothing but creating a little trinket for them.
Keith, you sound so cool.
You sound cool.
Oh, thanks. Let's take a closer
He
look
does
inside
sound
this
so
so-called
cool.
teapot. For starters, there are 3 different realm layouts for us to choose from: Floating Abode, Emerald Peak, and Cool Isle.
Wow, so this is what the Adepti would
Oh, we
consider
unlocked
just
them,
a
okay.
trinket?
Inside the realm, you'll find Tubby, a teapot spirit who manages all the general affairs in the realm within.
Oh, just like a butler.
Oh my gosh, Tubby is so round and cute! I love it!
And it plays an important role in our realm, too. When we raise its trust rank, it will give us some rewards and unlock new features for our realm. For example, the 3 different realm layouts. We'll have to increase our trust rank if we want to unlock them all.
Okay, so question. If I rub Tubby, will it grant me 3 wishes?
What are you talking about? Tubby's not a genie.
Okay.
So it's
I
like
was just
another rip
thinking,
grind.
Magic lamp, magic teapot. So anyway, how do we increase trust rank with Tubby then?
Whenever we create new furnishings, Tubby's trust increases. Moreover, with the help of the teapot spirit, we'll collect various blueprints from different sources. Once we've collected the necessary materials for creating furnishings, we can make those furnishings in the Serena teapot.
Dude, there's gonna be a lot of stuff to grind.
We can also buy some furnishings directly from Tubby.
Ooh.
I'd like an ornate glazed lily pattern incense burner.
Really? That's a super specific choice.
Well, I'm a super specific guy.
Anyway, this Serena teapot will be a large personal realm that players may manage. They can take their time considering how to decorate the space and can fill it with the things they like to make it feel like home.
I see. Okay, then let's prepare some radiant grade Noctilucus jade for starters.
Okay, first of all, your standard of home is way too high.
And that's wrong because...
I mean, you know what? You do you. You do you.
Yeah, totally.
Dude, there is a lot that's going to go into that.
Decoration ideas,
but it's going to be a
We can also
grind.
apply to enter our friends' realms for some inspiration. We can just stop by for a visit and snap some nice photos.
Ooh, that means we can throw parties in our personal realms. That'll be so fun. Are you gonna put
Oh,
me
that's
on
gonna be
your
cool.
ultra-exclusive guest list, Zach?
Nope.
Zach!
Just kidding. You know, we're going from roughing it in the wild to luxurious house parties. I'm really excited for this one.
Yeah, and the realms seem very large, too.
Large enough to unleash your imagination.
Yeah, we can create views outside the house and arrange the layouts of furnishings. And as we put more furnishings into the Serena teapot, our adeptal energy increases, enabling the realm to produce more realm currency.
So more furnishings increase adeptal energy. I like the sound of that.
I knew you'd like that.
So with this new realm currency you mentioned comes a new way of exchanging it, I suppose?
That's right. We can exchange realm currency for a variety of materials and rewards. And sometimes a teapot traveling salesman carrying
You guys
realm
see
treasures
that?
might
Transient
appear.
resin?
So be sure to check it out.
Noted. Whew, there's already a lot on everyone's to-do list for this feature.
And there might be even more to come in the future. Let's wait and see what the Serena teapot holds for us in store together.
I will, and in the meantime, I will stuff my realm with satisfying furnishings.
All right, just please don't make Tubby work too hard.
I won't, and as always, I'm sure the travelers will cover my expenses.
Huh? Wait a minute.
What? Can we even afford that?
Well, I mean, with the two of you together, you might be able to cover it.
I don't have any.
I don't think so.
Okay, I'm just kidding. You should have seen your faces right then.
Anyways, that's all the news we have for the upcoming Serena teapot feature. In the next section, we'll get to learn about some exciting
I
events
dig it.
that will be
I dig it.
exclusive to version
I want it.
1.5.
Put it in the game.
Now,
Let's
it
go.
seems about time to give away our second redemption code.
Yeah,
Second code, guys. Here we go.
Practically speaking, the faster you act, the better.
Goodies inbound in 3, 2, 1.
1. All right. Redeemed. Well, I mean, so far so good. Eula looks cool. Swords, we now know that the sword's going to be physical damage.
Welcome back, adventurers. It's time to unveil the special events coming in version 1.5.
Yes, I'm ready.
And here we go with events.
So first on the list is an event called Energy Amplifier Initiation. In this event, a Sumeru researcher will ask us to gather Irminsul fruit fragments. For a time, we'll be entrusted with a mysterious ancient relic, the Energy Amplifier. With this relic, we can unleash the power of the fragments we collect. During the event, this Energy Amplifier will grant us some effects in combat.
So it really is literally amplifying our abilities. Speaking of ancient relics, I feel like Mr. Zhongli would know something about that.
Mm-hmm.
What are you looking at me for? You know I'm not really Zhongli, right?
Oh.
But I do happen to have some insight on the Energy Amplifier. For one, there are variations of how you can configure the fragments into the Energy Amplifier. One variable, motive force, affects how many fragments one can configure. The higher the sum of your character's levels, the higher motive force you can provide to the Energy Amplifier. With higher motive force, players will be able to equip more high-quality fragments to strengthen their team.
What if I don't have enough characters at higher levels?
As always, Zach, that's where your friends come in. You can borrow up to 3 characters from your friends to increase your motive force. You got that, Zach?
Oh, friends. Yeah.
They're making this sound very simple, and it does not sound simple.
How do we gather all the fragments?
There are plenty of fragments spread all over the map. We'll search for the fragments in places of interest throughout the open world.
But it won't be easy to get treasures as powerful as Irminsul fruit fragments. Now, players will have to get rid of any
Irminsul
trouble circling
fruit
around the
fragments. What a
before
mouthful.
they're able to collect them.
Ah, that makes sense.
And we'll also be able to enter something called a Twisted Realm in the later phase of the event.
Twisted Realm? Sounds like a teapot gone wrong.
Not exactly. There are 4 domains in the Twisted Realm, and each has different bizarre twists. We'll be able to select the difficulty and conditions for the domains we enter, just as in the previous Hypostatic Symphony event.
Oh, that
Of
makes me
course,
happy.
Higher difficulties will grant better rewards.
Hey, Fluffy, what's going on, man?
So
Welcome to chat. Glad you're with us, dude.
Looking for some serious challenges.
I
And
love
should mention
when
that a
we
contract
can
with
tweak
Diona,
difficulty.
The bartender of Mondstadt will be one of the various rewards from the event shop.
Cool.
Oh,
It
nice.
Sounds like we can add her to our team.
So
by
we'll be able to get a
participating in all
Diona for
kinds of
free.
Activities from the event.
That's right.
Sweet.
Go get her. Our next event to introduce is called Battlefront, Misty Dungeon.
Huh? This sounds like a completely different kind of game.
In this event, there will be 6 themed trials for us to complete, and we'll only be able to use characters from a set pool of trial characters from the event. Throughout the trials, our team will not form any elemental resonance, and food and potions in our inventory will also not be accessible.
Now that sounds tough.
But before each trial, we can preview the monsters we'll be encountering, along with some corresponding tips and tasks.
That's how I play Genshin normally.
It is possible for us to choose characters that fit the conditions before we start. Nice, right?
Yeah, that's a relief. Whew. So, what do we need to do to pass these trials?
In each trial, players need to activate all 3 of the ancient runes within the time limit to gain access to the final challenge. There are benediction mechanics with the trials, which allow players to obtain certain bonus effects and make it easier to complete the trials.
Okay.
At the same time, there are also some automated weapons systems that will detect and attack any intruders. Players will need to use the appropriate reactions to temporarily disable these devices.
We're definitely gonna have to use our heads to get the right strategies.
Totally, and with rewards like Primogems, Mora, and other materials awaiting,
Okay,
it'll
these
definitely
events
be
sound
worth a
fun.
shot.
Primogems? Oh, I'm in.
I just hope they're actually
Our
as
next
fun as
event
they
is
sound.
called Mimi Tomo.
Sounds Hilichurlian?
You nailed it. This event is about a certain unusual hilly churl we might encounter in various locations.
Mm-hmm.
The one that throws Primogems at players, right?
Okay, to viewers who are searching for where you can find this unusual hilly churl right now, just know you can't actually use the Primogems it throws at you.
Lately, this unusual hilly churl has been stirring up trouble on the merchant routes. It's time for us to teach it a lesson.
But this Hilichurl is not an easy one to trace.
So we'll need to borrow some help from an expert. Perhaps you remember the Hilichurlian expert Ella Musk?
Yeah, you mean that little girl in the library?
So it's time for her to teach us a lesson.
Yeah, we'll be utilizing the handy handbook of Hilichurlian from her to communicate with other Hilichurls for intel on the whereabouts of this unusual Hilichurl.
That seems like fun, but I'm not sure I can memorize that much
Okay.
You can write it down, Zach.
Or you can take a screenshot.
Oh, yeah, screenshot. Now that's good advice.
The only question now is, how reliable is this handy handbook of Hilichurlian? After all, it has a disclaimer on its title page saying it cannot be held responsible for any consequences of its use.
Wait, so you're saying it could potentially do more harm than good?
If that's the case, we'll have to persuade the Hilichurls by physical means.
Ooh, now that's what I'm talking about. You could be quite persuasive that way.
That would be persuasion?
Wait, now I'm confused. We're talking about bribing them with some apples or something, right? Like that type of persuasion?
Oh, apples.
Yeah, apples.
Now you're making me feel like I'm a bad person.
Rock apples from the sky?
Anyway, players will gain some furnishing blueprints,
Pretty sure that's what
Primogems, and other rewards
Zhongli's
from the
talking
event.
about.
So be sure not to miss out on this one.
Meteors.
Our next event is simply called Wind Trace. Personally, I'd like to call it hide and seek.
That guy's name's Gygax?
And in case you're wondering, Wind Trace actually originates from when ancient nobles
And it's
were
a board
hunting for
game.
rebels in Mondstadt.
Do you guys get that reference?
Okay, now things are starting to sound a little bit scary.
Gary
No worries,
Gygax?
Zach. Today it's transcended from its dark history.
Dungeons and
passing
Dragons.
down only the names of the two sides, Hunter and Rebels.
Oh, so what does a round of Wind Trace look like?
I'm glad you asked, Zach. Players will be playing in contested zones. They will be allocated one of the two sides, the Hunter or the Rebels. The Rebels hide and the Hunter seeks. But there's more to it than just that. The Rebels can use their windward arts to disguise themselves, place bait, or temporarily enter a hidden state.
All right, sounds interesting. How about the Hunter?
This looks fun.
What can they do?
The Hunter can use various arts to detect the location of the Rebels and disable their tricks and disguises.
So, the two sides are really going at it then.
Yeah, and during the game, favors will descend upon the area at random, and both sides can pick up these favors to help charge up their own so-called secret favor.
There are 5 contested zones in the open world, so those who are familiar with all the areas and terrain will have some advantages.
Good news for
It's a
those
PvP
treasure chest
event.
hunters out there.
Yeah. Players will obtain Wind Trace coins from the event and unlock a variety of rewards, including a Wind Trace themed name card. But if you play the game in co-op mode with your friends, or if you've already reached the daily limit of obtainable Wind Trace coins, then you won't be able to gain any more.
Ah, I see.
I hope you'll all enjoy this little game. Our final event is called Overflowing Mastery.
Give us talent
Overflow
bucks.
before, right?
Aplenty.
That's right. Only this time,
Let's
we will have
go.
doubled talent level up materials. During the event, we will have 3 chances daily to collect double rewards using original resin from selected domains of mastery.
If I'm not mistaken, this is the first time we'll have an event that doubles talent level up materials. That's huge.
Exactly. So if you need to grind for talent level up materials, this will be your chance.
I bet everybody's gonna love that. All right, that's about all we have for the special events in version
Are they only
1.5.
allowing original resin, or can we use
The last
fragile
part of our
resin?
version previews will be regarding new optimizations and adjustments coming to the game.
The amount of original resin required to claim rewards for the first 3 bosses
Sure
each
thing.
week is reduced
Starting
by
from
half.
version 1.5, the cost of original resin to claim rewards for the first 3 weekly bosses will be reduced from 60 to 30.
Okay, that's half the cost.
Yeah, and we'll have a total of 4 weekly bosses, so that means we'll be able to claim rewards from all the weekly bosses using a single day's resin.
Is that
And
permanent?
we'll even have 10 original resin left over.
Oh, check you out, Sarah.
Yeah.
Next, after the version update, character companionship experience gained while playing in team with other players in co-op mode will be doubled.
So, if we want to accelerate our friendship with some characters and learn more about their
Thank God,
stories,
accelerated
we can
friendship.
defeat bosses or clear domains with other players in co-op mode.
Oh yes, no need to remind me on the importance of friends again. Need some more of those.
The third optimization will be about mailing alerts for when events are ending. After the version update, Genshin Impact will send mail alerts to players before any limited time events end.
Yeah, considering all
That'll
the
be
new
good.
gameplay and loads of rewards from those limited time events, it would be a pity to miss them.
Definitely. For players who are too busy to check the end time of each event, the mail alert will for sure come in handy.
Yeah, absolutely. Our last optimization, coming in version 1.5, will be about slimming down the game's overall size.
Oh, that sounds kind of cool.
With this optimization, players can manage the voiceover files they've installed. If you no longer want to keep the audio files for a certain language, you can delete the corresponding voiceover files manually. And that audio pack will not update in future version updates.
I imagine that could save quite a bit of space. I know audio files can be massive.
Aw, but what if they decide to delete the English voiceovers?
No, don't delete us, please! Don't you want to hear more of me?
Well, there's not much of us in there anyway.
Oh, well, okay, yeah. I guess.
Okay, well, I wouldn't have thought that that would have been something that would have been worthwhile, but
because Zhongli
okay.
has a lot to say.
I get it.
So please keep the
hard drive space is important.
If you
But
like
that first
us,
one, though.
Please keep the English voiceovers, everyone. And on that note, it's time to release the third redemption code to our loyal viewers.
Seriously, that first one better be permanent.
Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go!
Personally, though, I wish they would just make weekly bosses not cost resin at all. Because that's, I think the weekly bosses costing resin is kind of a pain in the butt. If they did that, like, I feel like that would solve a lot of the problems with resin. Okay, all the codes have been redeemed, and we have 300 more Primogems. What? We're almost back up to 4K Primos. Heck yeah. For the mobile players, is probably definitely. Definitely.
Well, I hope everyone has caught all the codes. And I think it's about time to wrap up the show.
Whew, time really flew by.
Yeah, I know, right? How did you like your first special program, Sarah?
I've loved being here with you guys. It's so special and fun. Plus, the twins got to be reunited, even if it was only for a little bit. I really hope that they'll invite me for more special programs in the future because this was super fun.
Yeah, I hope so too. And how about you, Keith? How did you like doing the special program?
Are you kidding? I love this. I mean, what's better than being able to make all of these announcements? I mean, everyone's
We could
so
have
hyped to
Zhongli
find out
and
what's in
literally every
store,
one of these. It would be
and,
great.
We get to be the people to share that with them, so it's amazing. Plus,
Just saying.
I'm looking forward to spending quite a bit of time in the Serena teapot.
Yeah, me too. All right, thanks for watching the Genshin Impact version 1.5 special program, everyone. And I hope you all have fun in your teapots.
Bye, everybody. See you in version 1.5.
Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Are you still there?
Yes.
I was hoping you'd still be there because we have an extra special surprise for you.
Oh.
Check this
Thanks. Murakami Island. Yashiori Island? Oh, Inazuma! Oh, dude. Oh my god, that looks amazing! Hold up.
See you in version 1.5.
We're going to take a look at that again.
Special surprise for you.
I got to pause.
Check this out.
We got to pause this. All right, so Inazuma, a sight witnessed by all inbound travelers to Inazuma, the Grand Narukami Shrine and Sacred Sakura on the mountain, and the city of Inazuma on the coast. Okay, so Inazuma is a coastal city. That's good to know. Yashiori Island, the skeleton of a great snake rests on this island, and the presence of evil is palpable here. Look at that. Nice. So cool. Mikage Furnace, the largest smelting facility in all of the islands of Inazuma, surrounded by jagged, rocky terrain. War has brought production to a halt. Oh. Tinshu Kaku, Inazuma City, the residence of the most exalted one in all of Inazuma. Standing tall on the highest point of the city, it watches over all of the Electro's Archon's domain. So this is where the Immortal Shogun lives. Ball. Well, guys, that is it for the 1.5 live stream. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you enjoyed the content and you want to see more of me, you can catch me live on Twitch every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you play Genshin Impact, you can come on over, interact with me in chat. I'll be more than glad to invite you into my world. We'll go do some domains, we'll kill some world bosses, we'll farm some ore, we'll have a great time playing some Genshin Impact. If you play Honkai Impact, I also play Honkai as well and would love to add you as a friend and play some Honkai with you. We also have a Discord, so if you're a like-minded gamer and you enjoy Genshin Impact or Honkai Impact, want to learn more about the games, or you are a veteran player and looking for a community to share your knowledge with, we would love to have you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below, guys. Let me know what you are most excited about in 1.5 in the comments down below. But until next time, guys, remember, be excellent to each other, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.